Welcome to the world of koi fish, a world full of color and beauty. There are so many color patterns, more than hundreds, but the journey of finding beautiful colors starts here. Koi are colorful fish that range in size from a few inches to 3 feet long. They are very popular in Asia, and for centuries, people have been captivated by the beauty and serenity of the different types of koi. So a koi pond is just a pond that was created specifically for the purpose of raising koi fish. These artificial bodies of water are a popular feature in many yards, as they offer many benefits for people and wildlife. However, these ponds also come with a few potential drawbacks. This makes it important to weigh the pros and cons of a backyard koi pond before deciding whether or not to install one in your yard. Overall, whether or not a koi pond is right for you depends on your personal preferences and lifestyle. If you have the time and patience to care for the fish and pond properly, then a koi pond can be a beautiful and relaxing addition to your home. But not everyone has the time or inclination to take on extra maintenance. Another type of water feature might be a better fit in this case. Here are the pros and cons of installing a backyard pond. First, a koi pond adds visual beauty to a backyard. There's something undeniably alluring about a backyard pond. Perhaps it's the serene sound of running water, the colorful flash of fish as they swim among the lily pads, or the way the sunlight dances on the surface. Whatever the reason, a koi pond can add both beauty and relaxation to your outdoor space. Second, koi ponds in backyards are great for relaxation because backyard koi ponds are where you can leave the hustle and bustle of everyday life behind and relax and enjoy the beauty of nature. A backyard pond can turn any outdoor space into a tranquil oasis. The sound of running water is soothing, and the presence of koi can add a touch of whimsy. Backyard ponds also provide a habitat for wildlife, attract birds and butterflies, and help to cool the air in hot weather. With a little planning, you can enjoy the beauty and tranquility of a backyard pond for years to come. Third, koi ponds are a fun and unique gathering place. A backyard pond can provide a beautiful and unique gathering place for loved ones to spend time together. The sound of water and the sight of colorful koi swimming in the pond can create a relaxing atmosphere that is perfect for entertaining guests or simply spending time with family. In addition, a pond can also provide a lovely focal point for your yard, adding both visual interest and value to your home. Fourth, an outdoor koi pond provides a place for wildlife to live and swim. A backyard pond can provide environmental benefits, too, such as being a welcome oasis for neighborhood wildlife. Your pond can attract turtles, birds, butterflies, and other local wildlife creating a front row seat to your personal ecosystem. By creating a pond in your backyard, you can provide a much-needed refuge for local wildlife. This can help to support the overall health of your local ecosystem and help to increase biodiversity and protect native species. Fifth, koi fish ponds can be a great way to teach children about nature and fish. You have a great opportunity to teach your kids about a pond ecosystem. Here are a few tips to get you started. First, ensure that you stock your pond with the appropriate fish for the environment. Books and websites can help you choose ones that will thrive in your pond. Next, research general aquatic plants and local flora you can plant in and around your pond. Then, learn everything you can about your backyard koi pond ecosystem. Finally, get out there with the kids and let them explore. We recommend instructing them on proper pond etiquette, such as not throwing things in the pond. By taking some time to create a healthy pond environment, you can provide your kids with an opportunity to learn about nature and gain a deeper appreciation of the natural world. Did you know that backyard ponds can help to reduce stress levels? Studies have shown that simply being in the presence of water can help to lower blood pressure and heart rate. They've also shown that the sound of running water can have a calming effect on the mind. So if you're looking for a way to reduce stress, consider adding a backyard pond. Not only will it add beauty to your landscape, but it could also help you feel more relaxed and rejuvenated. Sixth, you will get an environmental benefits of a koi pond in your backyard. Besides all the benefits listed above, a koi pond can also provide some environmental benefits to your home and backyard. A koi pond provides a place for excess water to collect and pool. This helps keep water from pooling around the foundation of your home or other places where you don't want water to build up. The evaporation of water from your koi pond is also an environmental benefit that many koi pond owners are unaware of. The evaporation of water helps cool the microclimate of your backyard, as well as provides a stable water source for your plants. But we should remember, maintenance for a koi pond can be complicated. When you are thinking about adding a koi pond to your backyard, you need to decide whether or not you are prepared to do the necessary maintenance. Ponds with koi require more care than regular garden ponds. The water needs to be kept clean and clear, and the koi fish need to be fed regularly. In addition, koi are more vulnerable to predators than other types of pond fish. You will need to take steps to protect them from cats, birds, and other animals. You can also choose to install an ecosystem koi pond. These more closely mimic natural ponds in look and function, meaning they can mostly take care of themselves. All you'd need to do is clean the skimmer basket, keep an eye on its condition, and do seasonal maintenance, or hire a pond contractor to do it. Building a koi fish pond can be expensive. It's important to be aware of the costs involved before deciding to install a backyard koi pond. While the initial cost of materials and labor can be significant, the ongoing maintenance costs are also worth considering. Backyard ponds require regular cleaning and filtration to stay healthy, as well as the right pond pumps and filters. You will also need to replace the pump and liner after a few years. Overall, installing a backyard pond is a significant financial investment, but it can be well worth it for those who are looking to add a bit of beauty and tranquility to their outdoor space. A koi fish pond can require building permits. You'll want to be aware of any potential building codes and permits that may apply in your area. In most cases, water features that are less than 2 feet deep and do not contain aquatic animals will not require a permit. However, deeper ones, or those that will be used for swimming or other recreational activities, may need to meet certain safety standards. In addition, water features that are connected to a water source, such as a well or spring, may also be subject to regulations. It's best to check with your local building department before starting work on your pond, so you can avoid any potential problems down the road. With a little advanced planning, you'll be able to create a beautiful and relaxing backyard oasis that conforms to all local codes and regulations. Koi ponds require regular cleaning. No matter the size, backyard ponds need regular cleaning and maintenance to stay healthy and functioning. The pond cleaning process can be a lot, so most pond owners hire professionals to do it for them. Water quality is key to a pond's ecosystem, so it's important to test pH levels and remove any debris, dead leaves, or excessive algae growth. This will also help to aerate the water and prevent stagnation. It's a good idea to completely drain the pond and give it a thorough cleaning during spring, fall, and winter. This will help to remove any built-up sediment and maintain proper pump function. It's also important to trim back any overgrowth around the pond's edge and rake away fallen leaves to prevent them from decomposing in the water. Koi pond fish can die if the water isn't clean or oxygen levels are low. If you've ever kept koi, you know that these beautiful fish can be quite sensitive to their environment. That's why it's so important to maintain clean water and oxygen levels in your backyard pond. If either of these elements falls below ideal levels, your koi could start to suffer. Unclean water can cause a number of health problems for koi, including skin infections and respiratory issues. If the oxygen levels drop too low, the koi will suffocate. You won't have to worry about either of these happening if your pond is set up correctly and maintained properly. A backyard koi fish pond can attract bugs and other pests, because one of the most common issues is bugs and pests. Small ponds are often breeding grounds for mosquitoes. Larger ponds can attract snakes and other unwanted wildlife. In addition, pond water can become stagnant, providing a perfect environment for algae to grow. Algae can not only make your pond unsightly, but it can also lead to problems with the water quality. Fortunately, there are steps you can take to minimize these problems. Regular maintenance, including aerating the water and keeping the pond clean, will help to keep bugs and pests under control. If you do notice an algae problem, there are several effective treatments available. A backyard koi pond can be a great addition to your home and provide many benefits, but it's important to weigh the pros and cons before making a decision. First, we should know that a koi pond is so much more than a simple hole in the ground with fish in it. Koi ponds have a very long history, dating back several centuries in Asia. Today, they're a common feature of many yards and are designed to hold large, ornamental nishikoi, commonly called koi. Descendants of the common carp, the Cyprinus carpio, bred with the Amur carp, Cyprinus rubrifuscus, that is koi, were kept in Asia as a food source for many centuries. In the early 1800s, carp farmers in Japan noted natural color mutations of the fish, and those fish were set aside in special ponds. Countless generations of selective breeding later, we have the colorful koi we know today. Koi were introduced to the world in 1914 at the Tokyo Agricultural Exhibition, where the farmers first brought the colored carp for public display. Today's koi have 15 different major varieties, including the doitsu, a scaleless variety of koi, and the long fin or butterfly koi, with long flowing fins and ruffled nasal folds. Koi can be very valuable pets, with the most expensive koi ever being sold in 2020 for $1.8 million. There are koi shows all over the world, and just like shows for cats and dogs, there are strict guidelines that only the best koi can achieve. Many koi in the world are shipped directly from Japan and are held at a higher regard than domestic or local bred fish. They are also sold for a higher price. So, rather than a hole in the ground containing a few fish, koi ponds are practical and elegant homes for fish, of all sizes and colorations. For best health, it is recommended to have at least 500 gallons of water per koi fish, and some large, breeding females may require up to 1,000 gallons per fish, due to their massive bulk when full of eggs in breeding season. In addition to the main pond, all koi ponds require an efficient filtration setup. This is a combination of mechanical, biological and other filtration components. These types of filters include: first, mechanical filtration. These stages trap solid particulates from the pond water, which can clog biological filtration if not removed. This may include a skimmer basket, settling tank, open cell foam sheets, sieve filter, or drum filter. The mechanical filter needs to be frequently cleaned to remove trapped wastes to keep it working properly. Second, biological filtration. These components house beneficial bacteria that remove ammonia and nitrate from the nitrogen cycle. The most common component in many koi ponds is a pressurized bead filter. These filters contain many small plastic beads with high surface area for holding the good nitrifying bacteria. These filters needs to be backwashed weekly to prevent compaction. Other biological filtration options include running filter water through gravel beds, lava rocks, backy showers, plastic matting, recycled strapping, or other porous, non-degrading materials. Be careful not to overclean these components with chlorinated water, hot water, or a pressure washer, as that can remove the beneficial bacteria that grow on the surface of the media. Third, the other filtration. Most koi ponds should include UV filtration. This filter consists of a UV bulb contained within an opaque housing that the pond water is pumped through. This is used to zap algae and other biologic particulates. These UV light bulbs will need to be cleaned periodically and replaced every year. But how to build a koi pond? Although many homeowners are fully capable of DIY koi pond construction, consulting with a professional builder is always recommended. Planning all your components and layout is critical to achieving a successful koi pond. Start by determining how many fish you want, and work backwards from there, provided your yard has enough room. Or you can start with your desired koi pond size, and choose corresponding components. Remember, koi should never be kept in a fish tank. It is too small for koi, most of which can top out at 24 to 36 inches in length. Some large females have reached over 40 inches in length. We should concern, when selecting filtration, it is best to overestimate your total pond water volume, and choose components that are slightly larger than required for your pond. For example, if your pond is 4,000 gallons, choose a filter rated for a pond of 5,000 to 6,000 gallon capacity. This will provide you a little wiggle room as your filtration is being established, and if you happen to forget any regular maintenance. The flow rate from the water pump through the filter should be high enough to pass the total water volume through it for every 2 to 4 hours. So a 4,000 gallon pond should have a water pump that pushes water through the filter at 8,000 to 12,000 gallons per hour. Some people will ask, what types of fish live in koi ponds, other than koi? The most traditional occupant of a koi pond is a koi fish. Other good choices for a koi pond is their close cousin, the goldfish. It is a myth that koi and goldfish cannot be kept together. Given their phylogenetic relationship, they share all the same bacteria and parasites, and even some viruses, such as koi herpes virus, KHV. Fancy goldfish with the rounded body shapes do not do well in koi ponds, given how much swimming is required, so stick to comet goldfish for ponds. Other koi pond inhabitants may include common catfish, provided they can't wrap their mouths around any koi, and high fin sharks. But we should note first that koi pond maintenance is crucial. There are daily, weekly, monthly, seasonal, usually twice a year, and yearly tasks that must be performed to maintain your koi pond. Please note, these are general guidelines only. Your pond's tasks may vary depending on your filtration, size of the pond and number of fish. Daily tasks are: feed the fish, observe them while they eat, evaluate fish swimming behavior and appetite, and monitor them for illness and injury. Remove excess food and debris from skimmer basket. Monitor water level, and top off if necessary with dechlorinated water. Check water temperature. Then, the weekly tasks include 10% water change using backwash operation in filter cleaning, or with a pond vacuum. Perform water quality testing if new fish or equipment have been added within last 2 months. Remove dead leaves from any live plants and debris from pond bottom. Monthly tasks is about: perform water quality testing if no new fish or equipment have been added within last 2 months. Move substrate around with long rake or pole to release trapped debris. Shake biological filtration media or rinse gently in a container of pond water. Check filter system, UV light and water pump for proper operation. Then, seasonal tasks to do list are: pond deep cleaning to remove excess algae and debris. Trim dead leaves from water plants in the fall. Check water bill and see if any increases could indicate pond leaks. Prepare filter system for winter in areas where the pond may freeze. Yearly tasks include: change UV bulb, replace liquid-based test kit. When built and maintained properly, koi ponds can be a great home feature. Although not maintenance-free, advanced planning goes a long way in ensuring your koi pond is a success.